So I permed my hair again. It was long overdue. I think the pattern right now is once a year I'm going to perm it because I really don't like my straight hair because it's just very heavy when it gets long and I have to cut it quite often and it just when it's long. So I decided to probably perm it once a year. I normally would do twice a year, but I'm like, you know what? It's lasting a year, save some money, and then I have to. In the long run, I get two hairdos. I get the frizzy look and the messy hair, and then when it gets long, I have that slick back thing I do. Not really slick back because I'm not gelling it, but you know. Anyway, and then I went to have dinner with my mom. I've been having dinner with my mom quite often because our schedules have been aligning more and more because of the fact that I'm not closing a lot anymore. So that's why. And then I came home, showered, and then right now I'm going to get my backpack ready because I'm going to Calgary again for a district meeting. I'm so excited. It's just for a day, but I'm not going to bring a lot. I think the schedule is I fly out in the afternoon tomorrow, I land late afternoon, and then we're doing this weird golfing thing. We're like going to a driving range, but it's not just a driving range. It's a different type. I'll show you guys. Thing is, I'm not bringing this vlogging camera. Main reason is, I'm just bringing a backpack. So this would go in the backpack, right? But the thing is, I'm putting a lot of stuff. I'm jamming a lot of stuff in this backpack, so I don't want to crush this camera because I love this thing. I could put it in a case, but the case is pretty bulky, which takes up more room in this. And let's be honest, I've been to Calgary many times. You guys see me go to Calgary many times. Nothing much goes on there. I just go in for a meeting. If I vlog, I'll just use my cell phone. Not a big deal. So, yeah. So, I'm probably just going to pack pajamas. What I wear on the flight is what I'm going to wear for the meeting. So, not purposely going to, wear something different. The meeting's very pointless. This time, the meeting is extremely pointless. So, right now, I'm actually debating if I want to bring an extra t-shirt. Because I always just bring one t-shirt to sleep in, for pajama-wise. And, pants to sleep in. But I want to bring an extra t-shirt and maybe another pair of pants because the hotel we're staying in does have a fitness center or a gym. And I am still very motivated and making sure I do my treadmill every other day and making sure I hit 10,000 steps. So it's very out there for someone like me to do it. Because when it comes to being inconvenienced, I try not to, you know what, I'm inconvenienced today. I can't do my 10,000 steps. I'm going to skip it. I don't know. Things have changed with me. So I feel like there's a gym there. There's a treadmill I checked photos. So I feel like I should do it. So I think I'm going to pack it because I'm not bringing this guy anyway, so I'm not too worried about crushing things. I don't have to bring any documents or paperwork like I usually have to when I go to the meetings. So, you know what, I am going to pack an extra shirt and an extra pair of pants for me to be on the treadmill with. Very proud of myself for that. Just arrived at the hotel in Calgary. It was a rough flight. Oh, it was rough. But yeah, arrived, and guess what it's time for? It's time for one of James's hotel tours. I don't know if you guys like it, but I stayed at this hotel many times. And there's nothing too big of a difference with the rooms here. I'm on the first floor this time, which I don't really like because the windows are like right there, and that's literally parking lot. So someone's car can just park right in front of the window and stare into my room, which I don't like. So that curtain's definitely going to remain down the entire time I'm here because it's just creepy. But yeah, I've got 2 beds. Ooh. Ooh, 2 beds. As like I did last time, one of them I'll be lying down with my street clothes. Another one, I'm going to make sure I have clean clothes. I like that. And I put other stuff on it. But I don't know which bed to sleep in. Because I don't like sleeping at the bed that's closest to the door. Because I'm worried. And then I'm also not liking to sleep by the window. Because it's so close to the outside where people can get me. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. Vlogging with the phone is weird. I'm not used to this. But yeah, I'm probably going to sleep on the one closest to the window. Because I don't like it by the door. I'll ask me again in an hour. So that's the room. There's a nice little desk here, and then TV, nothing too crazy. Another desk here, mini fridge down here. I am not used to vlogging on my phone. I like how some people use their phones all the time to vlog. I'm not used to it. And then we have like a drink station here, 3 bottle of water, ice bucket, a safe down here, and then some drawers, and then what's in here? Nothing very crazy, just some hangers. And then the entryway is pretty dark. I don't like that either. Sounds really echoey. And then the bathroom, not too bad. I don't know why I flipped the camera weird. And then the bathroom isn't too bad either. So yeah. That's the tour. We have not dinner plans. There's a group activity later with all the store managers. We're playing some driving range. I don't know why. I suck at golf, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, it's not till 6-ish, so we have some time to kill. I'm gonna find some snacks because I'm kind of hungry. But yeah, that's the room tour. Yeah, this room isn't as good as it usually is because the toilet won't stop hissing now. Anyway, what I like to do when I first get to a hotel room is if they have soap, I unwrap it first. I hate it when they have bars of soap, but you know what? I think it's a hotel thing. Wash my hands. Oop, there's my phone. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Probably won't stay up long, but yeah. So soap, and then I'm just gonna wash my hands. Wash my face. I don't know if I'm going to take a nap. I might. I'll see what the other store managers are doing, maybe. We'll find out. But I am hungry. As you can tell, I am back home from my work trip from Calgary. And, even though it looked like I had a lot of fun, it was really good to see my colleagues, other store managers from other stores, and it's good to see some familiar faces. And it's also very heartwarming to realize a lot of them actually missed me, even though it was only 3 months. But even though it looked like a lot of fun, because I only filmed all the fun stuff, which is the eating, a little bit of travel, and then the golf, which I sucked at. But you know what? I'm happy I tried that. There's one thing I changed a lot over the years, is that I used to be very shy. I want to try new things. I want to embarrass myself. But I don't think that's the case anymore with me. So, it looked like it was fun and games, but, I didn't film me at the meeting. I didn't film ourselves, being lectured and taking notes and having discussions about these topics. I also discovered I have to talk to some of my management staff on my new team. Not Zion, but I think I'm going to have to talk to Zion. But I'm dreading this conversation I need to have, and I'm going to have it with all management staff, even though technically only 2 need to have this. Because, as a manager, you have to treat everyone the same, equal treatment. Because I can't just tell the 2 people that are at fault while telling the other 2 too. They all have a right to know everything. Well, realizing I'm picking favorites. It's very sensitive. Anyway, but yeah, no, I am tired. I landed back in Vancouver yesterday at around 9 p.m. Got home at 10, showered, and then I knocked out. I was so tired. You guys don't see it, but, behind the scenes, when I'm at a work thing, I am constantly having to keep my energy up. I have to keep the conversation going. And I also have to be alert because, my boss is there. My boss is a chill guy, but you still have to remain very professional and, be very, upbeat. So that drains a lot of hell out of me. And it's not just an 8-hour shift, right? I'm with these people for the entire day. So a combination of that and then the travel and, hotel room and, me being really anxious and stressed about flying, all that accumulates me being tired. But the part is the hotel is not the best, and we're always stay at it because that's what the conference is. The hotel beds are very uncomfortable. The pillow there is always an issue. So I couldn't sleep very well. Henceforth, I didn't get a good night's sleep, which means the next day during the meeting, I'm already tired, continually socializing, keeping energy up. I'm just exhausted. I don't think people realize how exhausted. It looks like it's a lot of fun, but I am exhausted due to the fact that I have to keep all that up, appearances up, being laser focused during the meeting, taking notes. It's just a lot. Everyone thinks, oh man, you're gonna go on a work trip. A lot of people at my store don't know that it's just not a lot of fun. Zion keeps saying he really wants to go to these Calgary meetings, and I always like, you know what? I really wish you can go instead of me. I really wish. He thinks it's all fun and games, but it's just a very tiring work, and I think he needs to realize how bad it is. It looks like I'm having fun, but I don't think it's a lot of fun at all. I slept at 11. I didn't wake up till noon today. That's how tired I was. I'm glad I had the day off today. I'm actually feeling tired right now already. It's doing 9 p.m. So I'm going to do a little bit more editing fun, and then I'll see. I'm not working till late tomorrow, so that's good. I don't have to have the difficult conversations with the 2 culprits until probably next week, which is a good thing because I don't see them for the rest of the week. I will have I will talk to the other 2 over the weekend, but they're not difficult conversations because they're not the culprits and they know it. So it's just a very casual conversation. It's a good thing. But yeah, I'm tired. I thought I had time today to eat and run to work, but I'm a little bit pressed for time right now, but I do need to eat because I'm trying not to buy food. So yeah. The reason why it's all suddenly hectic is yesterday my mom had to borrow my car, and I told her just to hold on to it because she still doesn't have a car today because she put her car in the shop to fix her tires. That's fine. But there was also an incident with my sister. So, I just didn't want her not to have a car around if my sister is something happened to my sister. So I just just take it out, just transit to work or Uber to work. This is for one day, and then maybe you can just pick me up at work. Not a big deal. So my mom just suddenly said, you know what, I am actually getting the car back today after work. So I'm like, great. And she's like, just go get the car now. So I didn't allot that 15-20 minute walk from my apartment to her house for my today getting to work. So I gave myself an hour to eat. Now I have more like a 40 minutes to eat. So that's why it's a little bit hectic all of a sudden, but it should be okay. If anything, I just don't do the dishes. So right now I've got some celery, and I'm just gonna eat with some cedar grass, I guess. And then I'm also making some ramen noodles, which was faster. So yeah, very, very hectic. And the weather is gloomy again today. I don't know how to dress these days. Yesterday it was a scorcher. Today it is gloomy and it's a little colder. Very annoying, but it doesn't matter because I'm indoors all day anyway, so I'm just gonna wear whatever I want. But yeah. So I'm gonna quickly eat, and then I don't know, because I was thinking I need to pack lunch or dinner, but the thing is I'm never hungry anymore at that time. Because I think the store stresses me out. So I probably don't have to pack anything. I'll just make sure I have lots of liquids. I think this is like 3 weeks in a row where I forget to end the vlog almost. I don't know what it is. I'm always really distracted by the end of the week. I just want to go to bed or something. But yeah. Week's finally over. It was a long week. Full of travel. Not full of travel, but a lot of traveling, a lot of work stuff, blah blah. It would be technically my 3rd week at the new store that I'm being at. And I think I'll wait for the month before I give you my full, honest opinion about me being in that store. Like, I've shared some comments and opinions already, but I that's just my first impression, right? I want to give it the full month before I give you my final verdict. It's not looking good, let's put it that way. Like, something happened today and yesterday that made me just... I think I'm a good judge of character. That's what I learned today. Because I would have never hired so many problems in my store back then. I was lucky too, I think. Anyway, today I just was day off, so it was also like the Dragon Boat Festival thing. So I had like a big dinner with my mom, and then afterwards we went grocery shopping. I didn't film any of it, but I picked up some things. It was like a Vietnamese supermarket. It was really cool. I picked up some Vietnamese deli meats and all that stuff, so it was really good. I'll go good in salads because, again, I'm trying not to buy food, which is still going good. I want to save a lot of money as much as I can right now because I can't wait for November when I get to go to Korea and Hong Kong again. I'm very excited, but I'm also making sure I have a lot of money to spend because I'm going to eat a lot and shop a lot because I'm going to be very, very careful with my spending right now and holding back. Anyway, phone's going off at this. Whoa. All right. It's still relatively early. It's just midnight now, but I'm really tired. I've been tired a lot lately. I don't know what it is. It could be the stress from work. I thought it was me going to Calgary this week, but I just, ever since I started working at the new store, I've just been very tired, which is a good thing. I'm sleeping a lot, but it also feels like I'm not sleeping enough because I wake up and I still feel pretty tired, and I slept like a lot. Like one day I slept for 11 hours and I was still exhausted. So I really hope it's just a stress. If not, I might want to be careful, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to end the week here, so I can get some sleep. So I'll see you all next week.